Alright guys, this is take 2. um, if you're not familiar with my channel, I do not put a video up until I am 100% satisfied with the quality. Today we're going to talk about the consequences for people that are sexually exploited coming out and talking about it. Especially when you have these oligarchs that are involved, like Trump, Epstein, Rothschild, on and on and on. There are no consequences for them. For the survivors, oh, there's lots of consequences for them. Oh yeah, let's talk about that right quick. It has come out that Mike Cernovich is running around like a peacock, proud that this stuff's coming out. People like him, Harvey Weinstein, are the thugs of the oligarchs, being that they find the victims and they go harass them, bully them, terrorize them, basically, until they recant their stories. We've seen this happen so many times. A rape survivor files charges against a high-powered person like William Smith Kenedy, whatever it was. Anyway, he barely got time. Barely. That's only because he wasn't able to fully bully the victim, the survivor of his crime. And his stepdad wasn't able to fully intimidate the young woman into not filing charges. I mean, how dare her actually want justice for the crime committed against her. My, what a bitch, my God. These individuals sexually exploit other human beings and get away with it because nobody holds them responsible. They're not taught that when you do something, you will be held responsible. But so they are taught, if you screw up, come to me, I'll fix it. I'll make it go away. That's the mentality they have. And then people wonder why, oh my God, why do we have so many children going missing in this country that are sexually exploited? Back in the 80s, there was a young boy named Tim that was abducted. He was gone, I think, 2 or 4 years, maybe 8 the most. Eventually, he went home. He sat down with his parents, told him what had happened to him as much as he could, and told him, sorry, I can't stay. He was trapped in the system of finding, being a finder. They secure kids for these oligarch pedophiles. Now, there is a book his mother wrote called Why Timmy Can't Come Home. It is crazy expensive. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to pay over $50 for a book. It's hard to get it. If you have a lot of money, fine, great, you can buy it. But otherwise, no. And that's done on purpose. That is done so that nobody will buy it and find out how horrible this young man was treated and the results of it. And Mike Cernovich, I said, these people are trying to get the records opened. It's not so we can find out how bad the crimes were. It's so they can get the list of witnesses against people like Epstein and terrorize them. That is why they really want it. I think Adam Green from No More News hit the target on the head. This goes much further than just your average pedophile in a trailer park. This is much deeper. It's much bigger than that. My daughter went to an elementary school in Leesburg, Florida, called Treadway Elementary. There was a pedophile that volunteered for Boys and Girls Club named Mark Allen Griffin. The principal knew what was going on. I think he was either helping with Boys and Girls Club or Girl Scouts, something like that. The principal, Robin Nettle, got many calls about Mark Allen. She got numerous calls about it and did nothing. Just keep your hands to yourself. My daughter only had one encounter with him, and that was just her walking by him. Thankfully, that was it. There was other young girls. He had a daughter that was involved with Girl Scouts, well, the Brownies. And he invited him over. His daughter didn't invite him over. He did. For a sleepover with her. Did Robin Nettle get in trouble? No, not really. She got promoted from principal of the school to work in terrorized on the school board out in Howland Hills, the administration. Yeah, she got promoted. She allows a pedophile to run around school until he's arrested because parents get so fed up with her not doing anything and denying she ever got complaints. They went to the police. For the safety of their own children, they went to the police. And then it came out. The parents came out like they should. And it's told how many times they called and complained. They left voicemail. The call would go straight to a voicemail. So she didn't have to actually talk to him. And it gave her plausible deniability. This is how deep this is. This is the one at top level. Somebody like Mark Allen Griffin, yes, they're going to go to prison. They're going to do hard time. Epstein, not really. Especially if he's working with CIA and Mossad in Israel and getting blackmail material. Then he's going to be allowed to run free, do whatever he wants, harm anybody he wants. That is what this government has reduced itself to. Alright, here is an offer I'm going to make. If you see this and you are a survivor of Epstein and his free ring freak show, feel free to leave your story, and you're not obliged to leave your name. You're not. You have the privacy under the Crime Victims' Rights to be anonymous, to be safe. You have the right to survive this crap and not be hounded and bullied. You have the right for your story to be known without people being on your front door or calling you and harassing you. I'm giving you one place here where you can tell your story. And you will not be hounded. You will not be bullied. I understand more than you realize what it means to be violated. So with that, feel free to, I want to encourage you to continue to go after these bastards. Even though they're oligarchs. If you choose not to go after them in the legal system, just know, my dear, karma is a bitch, and she will deal with them. Be well, be safe.